And we're back at the prosthetic office today to try out the first test socket for my leg. I'm excited. Let's go do this. This. There. Almost. There we go.
There it is. So when you're getting it on, everything's looking great. Try to keep your pulls like in a straight direction instead of sometimes you try to pull and you get to throwing your elbow into it and you start to kind of get a directional pull onto it. It's just going to kind of pull your skin a little bit more. So just try to keep it just
straight. Okay. There we go.
there, so you're probably still good. So everything's just going to, so what you're about to feel isn't going to, it's not how it's going to feel like 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
So don't get hung up on what it's feeling just yet.
Okay.
Okay, just kind of slowly put a little pressure into it. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see there's a little bit of a space down here.
Yes.
You see you're not all the way at the bottom? Right now that's too far. Eventually it'll be a little bit less.
Okay.
To where you're only, I like you to be about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch from the bottom.
Okay.
But then that's where this comes in.
Okay.
You're not fully in it yet. So this is your one-way valve. See your little air hole in there?
Yes.
There's a little hole there. And then you got one there.
Right
so
there.
it goes in and then out.
Okay.
Anyway. You just kind of set that in there. It's just a plastic thread, so you don't have to over tighten it.
Okay.
Just get it to a stopping point and that's it. So now go ahead and push into it a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Now back up, back down,
Ah.
back up, back down. Do it a couple more times. Now I'm pushing this button. When I push this button, that opens the port. It will allow air in and out.
Okay.
You can push air out of it without pushing the button. If you push down hard enough, it'll, and so you wouldn't have to, like you could just get it on, just walk, and it'll do it.
And it'll,
Or if you're far away, you're having a swollen day or something, sometimes you have to hold that button and push.
Okay.
But after you push down, you gotta let go, because when you come back up, that'll allow air in. So you just gotta make sure you let go of the button.
Okay.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, we're still a little bit from the bottom, but I'm gonna start checking some things that might tell me. Okay, and then if you can, just straighten your left foot just a smidge. It's tough because you're reaching behind yourself. I actually need to take a look right here. Okay, I'm gonna feel for that butt bone again.
Okay.
This is gonna be kind of silly. Try to, like if you were putting a cigarette butt out with this leg. You know how you kind of, so kind of twist. Yeah. Trying to get that foot to pop out. One more time. There we go. Got it. And drop that on for me. And just look straight ahead again. Yeah. Okay, and now try to, this is going to be weird because you got all your weight just on this foot. Hold the table for me, and this one kind of, yeah.
Like I'm going to be on, okay.
Well, actually, lift up for me. Now back down. There we go. It's a little high, but that's okay. A little bit out and set.
So cool.
Okay.
Feel like you're standing for the first time?
Yeah, I do feel like I'm like standing on 2 limbs for the first time. No hands.
It's a funny looking right foot you have, baby.
You like it?
Yeah.
We're gonna upgrade a little bit.
I'll give you 2 scenarios. Let's say you're at a movie theater or something, and you just, I'll go back a little bit further. At times, it may not be the most comfortable sitting down.
Okay.
I make walking legs, not sitting legs.
Right.
It doesn't take any skill to make a leg for you to sit on.
Right.
So let's say you're at a movie theater, you're sitting for a long period, or a long car ride, something going down the beach or whatever. What some people sometimes do, because you feel all that up there, you feel the hard seat. So what you can sometimes do is just kind of press. So just let. Did you hear
I heard
it?
it.
And you probably saw a little bit.
Felt it a little bit, yeah. And just kind of ease it down a little bit.
Just get a little bit out of it, so that it's not now all up in your butt.
So now I can sit.
But it's not fully on now.
No.
So you'd have to remember when you go to stand up. I call it your putting on dance. That little.
Yes.
Now you could probably just get it in a few steps if it was flat and level and you're not a crowd of people. But you know if it's
So in doing that, when she returned to standing, she would need to hit that
she
air
had to
release and fit it.
and don't have to necessarily hit the release depending on how far you took it off.
Right.
But you'd want to make sure you're back in it again.
Back in all the way.
Now, but if you're taking it off for good or anything like that, any other reason,
you're gonna remove that.
just completely remove it.
Okay. Oh wow, that's so weird.
Where's the vacuum?
Yeah.
And so what you can do, stick your thumb in there, just use it as a hook, and then Now sometimes get to where it sees all of our alcohol didn't evaporate, but it will eventually.
Yeah, right.
It mainly didn't evaporate because there was a void down here. Your body temperature gets close to that, it evaporates real quick.
Okay.
So you kind of see my shape here. See how I'm diving in?
Yes.
That's some of that pressure you were getting right up there in that groin region.
Okay.
But what I wanted to show you, so a straight up and down leg would be like that. Your leg kind of hangs like this.
Okay.
So I'm having that hockey puck in that knee right now is going to be back here. Because if I put it here,
I'm not going to be walking straight.
yeah, that leg will be sticking off like that. So then I have to move it more like that to get it fully underneath you.
So what can I do to help that?
Keep stretching.
Okay.
Just keep
Just
stretching.
keep doing that. Okay.
So that was super exciting today. It was actually pretty exhilarating. Putting that much pressure and weight on the right side of my body for the first time in almost 3 years. It's like, there's no words to describe all of the feelings that I felt in that office today. This is happening and it's real. Like, I'm not dreaming. It's amazing. And I keep saying it. I'm so blessed. I know I keep saying it, but again, going into this, we just didn't know. We didn't know what was going to happen. We just had faith and we had hope. And I held on to that super duper tight. And here we are. So there were a lot of adjustments that needed to be made to that socket. I had shrunk a lot since last week too. So he saw immediately lots of things he wanted to change, but that's why we do the clear sockets. He thinks I'll probably have 3 of the clear sockets before we finally have my final one, just because every week it's going to shrink and change. And I'm going to continue to work on my hip flexion, getting my leg back where it should be. From 3 years of it being stuck out, it's got a contracture in it too that I'm still trying to work out. So I'm working really hard on that, and I'm going to start working even harder on it and get this leg where it needs to be. So next week we'll go back. I'll have another clear socket to try, and my knee will be in, and I'll probably be taking a few steps with my leg. It won't be coming home with me. They'll have to still do some tweaking on the socket and everything. It'll be a process, you know, until we get it right. They don't want to send me out so that I don't fall and hurt myself, which makes total sense. So I'll be in and out a lot over the next few weeks as we kind of dial it in and stuff and get the socket good and get the leg adjustments right and the knee right underneath me and just everything where it's a natural gait when I'm walking. But next week I'll be trying my leg more than likely. Like, there was not a lot that he said that made me think that that wouldn't happen. My knee's supposed to be there tomorrow, so shouldn't be an issue. I've saved my right shoes this whole time. So I have a whole bunch of brand new right shoes. So I'm excited to be able to take my right shoe with me next week and put it on that foot. That's going to be really fun and crazy and just, oh my gosh, there's so many things that I just can't put into words right now. So awesome. We'll go back next week and try the next socket and try the leg and see what we need to do from there. The goal is to have, we talked about it with him today, and the goal is to have me walking, like without assistance, or, you know, maybe still needing some crutches and stuff, but like able to go and do it by July 4th, which would be really, really fun for our family. So I think that's a good goal to have, and completely reasonable. It's June 4th today, so that's 1 month from now. I think that that is a completely feasible goal to have. So I'll bring you along again next week for the exciting first steps, hopefully. Again, if you are here and you're watching, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming along with me. It truly, truly, truly means the world to me. If you do like the video and you are here with me, if you would just take a second and hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss any of the more videos that are going to be coming out over the next couple weeks. It's all just going to be super exciting stuff. So yeah, that's it until the next one. But thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.